everybody, a very warm welcome to the School of Ancient Wisdom Satsang, the spiral of wisdom that was started by Ma Manise many years ago. Before we start, may I request Swati to say the school prayer.
O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. I think the other School of Ancient Wisdom login has some audio coming in, isn't it? Okay, now it's muted. Okay, that's good. Right. So good evening, everybody. My name is Ramesh Arke, and I'll be your host for the evening. Today, we're having a very nice session, The Art Therapy of Self-Expression by Madhumitha ji. In fact, we had a session with her last week as well. Of course, it was a little unusual in the sense that she wasn't present herself. It was a recorded session. But we have the good fortune this week to have her present with us. So we'll experience the full impact of what art therapy is, because this is an experiential program. And as a quick introduction, Madhumita ji is passionate about colors, stemming and sketching from childhood, which has made her an artist. Her creative thinking and master's degree in psychology has enabled her to be this artist. She has acquired many certificates in visual arts and art therapy and has held many exhibitions in many places. She is a certified art therapist and she offers therapy sessions both online and offline. She has forecasted herself in group exhibitions in the M.F. Hussain Art Gallery, New Delhi. She is Praram Student Art Festival, and so on. Now, one thing we must understand is as a collective group who are seeking personal and spiritual growth, art therapy is one of the ways in which we support our spiritual growth. In fact, we've had we've had a very interesting workshop on mindless doodling. And you might have noticed, like sometimes when we draw, when we get into any form of art, whether it's dance, singing, especially when you draw, you might notice that your mind goes into a no-time zone. It goes into a kind of a trance mode. That is the space of silence that we all seek during meditation. So it can happen through art in a not so conscious manner, but perhaps we're looking for something like that also, that kind of a connection through art today. So on that note, over to Madhumita ji.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Ramesh ji, for a beautiful introduction. And of course, art, any form of art, take us to close to spirituality. We can experience mindfulness and we can feel self-reflection on our emotions, and all this eventually help us to know about ourselves and regulate our emotions, which is the topic for today, self-expression in art therapy. So before we start, let me just briefly introduce what is art therapy. Okay, because a lot of people come with the idea, the questions that even we can't even draw a straight line. How can we be part of your workshop? But here we are not doing the art lesson or art, no skill training. This is a creative way to express ourselves, our emotions. And if you talk about therapeutic technique, when it's very difficult to speak about our emotions, right? Sometimes talk therapy takes a longer time to understand, to reach to the core emotion. But when we just express, there is no like fear, just expression through colors, through shape, through design. It's a little bit easier for us to express. And what are the benefits? First thing, Like I said, you don't have to be an artist to be part of it. Second would be there won't be any skill training. I'm not going to tell you how to draw proportionally or what is the color theory, how to blend your color. There is no right and wrong, no rules in these sessions, and there won't be any assessment. So, because this is your emotions, you're going to put that in your canvas. You're the one who is going to reflect on it. We call it self-reflection, right? So I'm not going to assess it. Even I don't know uh, why you paint it, because lot of participants, my clients or people, my friends, they always ask me, I'm sure you know what we are painting, what is our emotions, but you're not expressing that, you're not sharing that with us. It's not correct, because I don't know about your emotion. You have to tell me, or you have to express your um, journey. Why you painted like this? Why did you choose this color? Why did you do this design? And what is the process? Why did you? How did you feel about it? You can only know. It's not. I can't unless until you're not speaking about it. I'm not going to assess it. So there won't be any judgment on this. You can use any color, black, white, red, or lot of colors. It's your choice. Any design, your choice. And how do? We start with a breathing exercise. Then we go to the artwork, while breathing exercise, to bring ourselves here and now, make this transition from day-to-day work, tension, stress, little bit more smoother, easier, calmer, and we paint together. I'll paint with you. You don't have to follow my lead, or you can follow my lead. Anything, it's your choice. Then we'll do self-reflection on that. And while doing the activity, you can, if you have any doubt, if you want to share anything, your story or anything, you can put that on the chat or just unmute and talk, because this will be interactive sessions. There won't be any nothing like a class kind of thing. So we can talk, we can share, we can feel it, and we can reflect, and we can paint. Okay. So before we go to the breathing exercise, let me do a small activity with you where we can, it's a small exercise to know how we can relate our emotions with colors, right? Are you all ready? Just grab the pen and on your sketchbook, or if you have any notebook or any paper with you, just start writing. I'm going to show you colors, okay, one by one. And you have to just see the color, and you have to think and write down your emotion. That's it. For example, if I'm showing you blue, um, anything, first feeling, first thought, happy, calm, not feeling good. Remember that this activity is subjective. Maybe I'm feeling good about blue, but you're not. And maybe you're feeling something else. Again, if I'm feeling good about blue today, maybe I'm not going to feel good about blue tomorrow. So let's break that pattern. Try to keep open-minded. For the long time, I'm liking black doesn't mean that I have to like black today. How I'm feeling today. Try to focus and be with yourself, with your emotions, right? So I'll show you first color. Maybe the light is a little bit this thing. If you can see, this is whatever color you're seeing, just write down the color. Or if you want to scribble with your crayons or pencil color or sketch pen or watercolor, and on the side, just write your emotion. If I'm going fast, please let me know.
It's okay, Madhumitha.
Sorry, it was the first color was pink. Someone had
Pink,
asked.
yes.
Yeah.
Because I think your camera sometimes is looking a little lighter.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's evening here, right? I'm using a lot of light, lot of different kind of lights here in my room. This is orange.
You want us to tell you or just write down?
Sorry,
You want us to tell you as you show us the colors?
you just write it down. Just keep it
Write
with
it
you.
down. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to share right now.
Okay.
We share it all together. Just the color and the emotion, whatever emotion you're feeling, just the feeling. Maybe one feeling, maybe two, three feelings. It's okay. You don't have to stick to only one. This is black. And this is white. I hope I was not that fast. You all could see the cards and write it down. Just up or something. So I can see anyone, but I'm sure you're at your chair, in your chair at your desk with all kind of supplies you have with you, right? So let's do this brief breathing exercise, okay? Let's start.
So would you like each individual to share their emotion with the color?
Not now. We'll do that together. We'll share everything.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Just keep it with you. Just be
Okay.
with that list. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Start the breathing exercise and I will take you to a small journey. Try to be with me. Try to imagine. Try to enjoy that journey with me. Okay. Let's start. Let's close your eyes. Sit straight, spine tall, and relax your body. Calm your mind. Take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring all your attention, all your focus here and now. In this room, to your chair, at your chair desk. Now bring your focus to your toes or feet, your heels, your ankle. Let's relax our feet. Keep your eyes closed and bring your attention to your knees. Relax your calves and knees. Relax your hips. Feel your stomach muscles are relaxed. Relax chest. going up to your shoulder. Relax your shoulder, relax your arms, your hands, your fingers. Simultaneously relax your back, your lower back, mid onto your skull, your head, going down onto your forehead, spreading all across your face. Your face muscles are relaxed, your jaw muscles are relaxed now. Let's imagine you're leaving this room, walking out of this room, out of this house. Slowly walk. You're outside on the grass. Touch the grass, feel the moisture. Keep walking. You can see clear sky. You can see mountains. Try to see the colors in the sky. You may see a lot of colors. Maybe one color, maybe two colors. Look around. Feel the grass. Feel the wind touching your face, your hair. Try to listen. Can you listen anything? Maybe the wind, maybe the tree, maybe the birds chirping. Try to smell something. Can you smell anything? Maybe the flowers, maybe the moisture in the air. Take deep breath again here. Open your mouth and try to taste, if you can taste anything in the air. Maybe the moisture in the air. Maybe again some smell or taste from the fruits, from the flower. Try to look around, look at the colors, keep those colors and those image in your mind. Let's slowly walk back to our room, touching the grass, crossing the grass. You're at your home, in your room, on the chair. Feel the chair, feel the floor. Feel your feet touching the floor. Feel the desk. Feel your clothes. Texture of the table or your clothes. Try to listen. Whatever you can listen from your home, from this meeting. Now, gently open your eyes. Whenever you are ready, just open your eyes. And let's start painting together. So whatever colors, whatever image we have, we'll draw it. I'll show you some techniques. You don't have to follow exactly my way of what I'm doing. You can use your own design, own color. You can paint a different painting altogether, right? So let's start. Let me just spotlight this one. Let me just adjust it. Just let me know if you can see it clearly. Is it okay?
Yes, Madhumitha ji. It's clear.
Okay.
Yes, madam, it is clear.
Thank you. I'm keeping my sketchbook like landscape manner, like slipping manner, okay? And I will start with the mountain, but what I'll first draw one horizontal line in the middle of the paper, okay? And below this line, I will draw some mountain. Again, you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing, but you can also follow and use different colors, anything. So today I'm using watercolor, but like I said, you can use your any color you want. If you want to use acrylic also, you can use, no problem. So I will start with the sky. Whenever I go through this kind of activity, I always see a lot of colors in my sky, right? A lot of color. So I will put a lot of colors. I won't do any realistic, like it has to be sky or purple or anything. I'll start with green because I feel like all the colors today. So what I'm doing, if you're using watercolor, just put a lot of water, mix a lot of water to your color, then only you start. Take your time and do it. If you're using acrylic also, you can use, if you want to use multicolor, you can use it. Only one tip I will give you that if you're going this way, every color has to be this way. Then it will look smooth and nice and you feel calm. Try to enjoy the process. This is about the process, not about the result. Any questions, any doubt if you have, please put in the chat or you can unmute and talk.
Instead of paint, can we use coloring pencils?
Yes, you can use. Problem. You can use coloring pencils. And when you use any pencil or crayons, always try to, if you is like this direction, then use everything on this direction. That's the only tip I'll give you, just to make it little. Otherwise, you can use anything.
Okay.
I'm feeling a lot of colors today, a lot of emotions I'm putting in this paper. Sorry. Is anyone asking anything?
You're saying that we can use any color, or we use only the colors that you are using?
Sorry?
Yeah, do we use only the colors that you are using, or any color?
Any color you can use. Any color.
Okay.
Any color, whatever you are feeling like today, you can use. You don't have to
Oh.
follow this exact pattern. Also, you can change the pattern. You can change the color. So what is happening here is I'm using a lot of color, and all the colors are not giving me very light feelings, emotions, right? There are a lot of heavy emotions also. But by putting these emotions on my paper, in a way, I'm accepting all my emotions. If it is negative emotions, like anger or like sadness or even jealous. The blue one is broken. It is not a broken. So right now I'm only coloring the sky, because for the mountain, I'll show you something different. If you want to follow, you can follow that. So what for me, not all the colors, just to show myself that right. No, I'm using only one brush. I'm cleaning it, washing it, drying it with a tissue, and using the other color. Same brush, I'm not using different colors. In what region you make it there? I like. So every medium, every color has different impact on us. Watercolor gives a very smooth, calming effect. When you use pencil and crayons, this gives really, you have to be very mindful. So this gives us really mindfulness, here and now kind of impact. Really? I don't know where I used to just suddenly. Color mixing. Sorry, I didn't understand. What do you mean by color mix? My palette? Do you want to see my palette?
Yes, madam. It will be convenient for even others to use
Okay.
different colors.
Okay, okay. So
Yes.
this is my palette, little bit messy, but I'll show you that if I'm using this color, I'm bringing it here and putting a lot of water here. like this. If watercolor, then you have to bring this consistency, like very light.
Okay.
And this is my palette.
Ah.
Again, my messy palette.
And then for washing, do you use any separate waters for different colors, or it's the same water?
Same water.
Same
Like
water. Okay.
you can see this cup I have.
Hmm.
It's washing it, and on the left hand, I have always tissue.
Ah, you're right. Okay.
I'm cleaning, I'm
And then
drying.
use the other color.
Yeah, I'm using. You have to
Okay.
clean nicely and dry it before you use the different color, or else it will be.
Because normally when we paint, the colors get merged. Whereas in your painting, it's totally differentiated. That is the reason I asked.
Yeah, maybe because you have to put little more water to that.
Yes. Done.
Yeah, because watercolor has that character, right? It has a transparency character. This is very transparent, so we have to use really in a transparent way. So we have to put a lot of water to bring that transparency. Yeah.
Okay, man. Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Venkatesh ji. I'm sure everyone is happy with the result. So again, I'm repeating, it's about the process. Don't even think about the result. Definitely, this painting will be beautiful because it's your own. This is very original for us, for everyone, right? Because we are putting our emotions on this canvas, and this is unique. My emotions are mine, right? So it will be a unique painting for everyone. Okay, if you have finished, have you all finished? Should we start the mountain? Oh, nice. Beautiful, Rameshji. Beautiful. Beautiful. So
I think you
nice.
can't see it. So.
Beautiful.
Ramesh sir, it was not so clear. Can you just make it a
Blur.
I'll
clear
try
light and
once
show it
again in
again?
1 minute.
You have to take out the blur. And anyone, if you want to show your sky, please share it. It's really beautiful, and we would love to see your sky, everyone. Rameshji,
I
beautiful.
don't know if you can see it. Is it very?
When you keep
I
like
think I should do.
the distance,
No,
little
I
in,
just changed there's an effect on
yeah,
the screen. I just changed it.
yeah. You can take out the blur. It will. We can all can
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. I like
I've put in a sun,
rainbow. Sorry.
like a rainbow. I've put in a sun because I always like the sun.
Yes, yes. And birds. We can see that birds. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Birds. Can you see? No, thank you.
So what's your son's name,
But you
Ramesh?
know what? My son's name is Omkar.
Omkar. Very good, Omkar.
No, my son's name is
Do you hear
Omkar, but
me?
I like the sun.
Omkar?
You can hear you. Come here. He's standing here watching.
Ah.
It's okay, don't be shy. Be shy.
Yeah, then he is not your son. He must be your daughter. That is why
See, Omkar is
he is a
telling me
girl.
that.
No, now I say he is a girl. Hmm?
He's scared. See?
Hey, Omkar.
No, he's hiding. He'll come a little later. So I think What I experienced when I was painting was suddenly I remembered going back to my
Yes.
childhood days where everything just time stopped. And you're busy, the whole class is busy painting, and you can feel the silence.
Yes.
It's a very nice feeling.
Yes. I know. Thank you so much for sharing that. Let's start with the mountains, right? So for mountain, I'm using one technique called Zentangle, Z and tangle, right? This technique, in this technique, we use a lot of patterns, and this also brings a lot of mindfulness in our activity, because we have to do these patterns very like consistently. We have to repeat it, we have to do consistent, we have to maintain the size and shape. So we in a way where practice mindfulness through this design, right? So all the mountain, I'm using a black sketch pen. You can use gel pen also, or a dark pencil if you don't have sketch pen. Anything will do. You don't have to worry about the medium. Here, I'll show you one mountain. You can use your own design, own pattern. You don't have to follow exactly the designs, or you can follow us. No problem. So what I'm doing, I'm using simple patterns. I'm using very simple patterns. You can use your own. You can use your complicated if you want to do some more design, bring more complexity to this design. It's your choice. This is kind of scribbling we used to do when I used to do when I was in school. Like Ramesh, she said, most of the time this kind of activity take us to our childhood memory, right? I'm doing this design on the side to bring this. With this design, we can bring the 3D effect also, 2D, 3D effect. So I'm trying to do this. And also one thing, you don't have to finish it today. Whenever we do Zentangle or Mandala, we shouldn't rush to finish it, because it's about the process. If we are tired today, we don't push ourselves to finish it. We can do it. You can sit down for 20 minutes every day and do it for yourself. And these are the techniques you can use for anything, for mountain, from human to mountain to any object, fruits, vegetables. Lot of things you can do through these designs. So I'm just following my emotion today. Whatever design I feel like, I'm not thinking to make it beautiful or organized. I'm just doing anything I want. Just go with the flow. Whatever design you want to do. Always follow your first thought, first feelings when you do a painting like these sessions. So while doing, we can start also the reflection, self-reflection part. If anyone wants to share and show there, even if it's half finished, if you want to show and reflect on the painting, we can go ahead. Maybe we can take another 5 to 7 minutes and we can start reflecting. Oh, nice. Ramesh, she finished. Let me
Is this visible?
let me add to you on
I don't know if
this
it's
slide. Yeah. Wow, look at
1 minute.
this. Beautiful. Yeah. So nice. So beautiful. Loved it. Loved it.
Thank you.
Rameshji, how did you feel? How
Thank
did
you for the
you feel
inspiration.
the process? Please share with us your experience.
I felt very nice. Firstly, when I did this, when I was drawing it, I just wanted, because the sky for me is a very expansive thing. So it kind of pans across, you know. So that is why the curve came up.
Yes.
And I was using pencils. So I loved your pastel colors. They look more pleasing and gentle, but pencils look a little harder. So I had to make it fast because I wanted to keep up with you. And as I was doing it, I experienced a spanning motion. Then, because I'm very fond of this of Surya Deva, I added the sun there because for me the sun is the source of a lot of joy on earth. So then I added the birds because for me, without a little bit of nature, it doesn't complete the picture. And then, of course, the mountains are all inspired by whatever you did. I love the shades, shadow, but I know the sun being on the other side, the shadows kind of may work. But as I was doing each shape, like when I did I initially wanted to draw trees, which is why I used green here and some rocks, because
Yeah.
here in South India, there's a lot of rocky, beautifully kind of weathered smoothened huge rocks, igneous rocks that form this Deccan Plateau. So that is what I was inspired by. And then when I then drew from this corner, like because that's where you started. So it was circles over here. And then over here, it kind of reminded me of fish scales, and I was doing that. So there's a different texture for each one. This one had a further apart, and this was a little kind of different texture. So the circles were, and especially the curves, they were more, let me say, emotional. And then another side of me is more logical. So I started drawing these curves, and then the curves started coming out as parallel lines. I thought that'll give a relief. Then I like these checkered patterns because it kind of goes in parallel with that angle. So as I started drawing it, I noticed initially I did a very simple line like that, but I had to extend the lines because it was in consonance. There was a kind of agreement between those lines and those lines. There was a feeling of let's be in agreement. So these lines were in agreement on one side, and then the other lines were in harmony and agreement on the other side. So that is how I got that. And when I started drawing these flower-like patterns over here, it felt very emotional, whereas this felt logical. The lines felt logical, but this felt very kind of emotional with the little rocks there. So that is my mind map when I was drawing it.
Fantastic. So beautiful painting and beautiful reflection, Rameshji. Thank you so much. Because in one painting, you just reflect everything from your, from your emotions. Like from you could understand, you could acknowledge, and the different part of your logical, emotional, even if you want to bring balance, harmony, and the colors. I love the way you blended it and made a rainbow kind of reflection. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your reflection.
Thank you. Pleasure was mine too. So it would be lovely if others can also share. Is that what you would like? Do we have enough time in your presentation for that, Madhumitha ji?
Sorry?
Would you like others to also share?
Yes, please. Yeah, please. Everyone, please share your painting and your reflection.
It'll be lovely if you kind of turn on your videos and share your paintings as well. It doesn't have to be very nice. I'm also have been trained a little bit in drawing and art, so I might have even come to this extent. It doesn't matter if you have not the idea. There is a certain cleansing that happens. I've experienced it many
Yes.
times, and that makes a difference. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is the
it's
healing.
about the
So
process.
please open up. I purposely shared in the beginning because many people. Hanji?
Sorry, please go
No,
ahead.
I purposely shared in the beginning because I want. No, I said I purposely shared in the beginning because I wanted others to also come forward and share, not to hesitate.
Yes, indeed. Please share.
You were saying something,
Yeah,
Madhumitha ji?
I was saying the same, that this is let's enjoy the process. This session is about enjoying the process, and believe me, everyone's artwork would be unique and beautiful. So don't even think it's not beautiful. We can draw it. We couldn't draw it. And if anyone
Yes,
couldn't finish it today, just you can finish at your home, at your when you're free. That will be really it will be good exercise for you all also.
correct. I must also share that I'm fond of these. After I used to do Pujari Seva sometimes. I got this unusual opportunity in a temple, and I noticed that they do a lot of these rangolis on the floor. And when they're doing the rangoli, many times you get into a deep meditative kind of space, and that
Yes.
protects the temple or the home.
Yes. Yes, that's the impact of Zentangle or mandala. Mandala is again, we do Rangoli or what do you call that? In only rice, alampana or something we call it.
Yes, yes.
All those are have
Moggu. They use rice flour and they call it moggu here
yes,
in the south. Yeah.
yes. So these have same impact because we are doing the repetitive pattern and very consistent, similar, and we are putting a lot of attention here. We are very mindful about it. That has a altogether different impact on our mind and on our emotions as well. Anyone wants to
May
share?
I request
Here.
1+70G to share? I can see the video is on.
Video is on for
1+70.
1
yeah.
plus
Can't see the
70.
name, but
Anyway,
yes.
Mr. Ramesh and Madhumita ji,
Yes.
this was a test given at Fortis Hospital for senior citizens. Sunday conversations we have to check the mood and mind of the senior citizens.
Yes.
A similar test was given there. The only thing is, they had not provided us with a proper kit. So whatever in mind it was there, you could not draw it so cleanly here. You have made the painting so clean, you could not maintain that cleanliness.
Okay.
So, so this is a mental test, even in medical field.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, they do it.
Who's talking? Ji? Your name, please.
I am DR Prakash.
It says dear people.
Yeah. There was some problem with this one. I've just reloaded it. And it is my mail ID. That is also, it has come half. My mail ID is DEARPE. So something has
I
happened.
see.
I'll have to correct it again.
Okay. Can you show us your drawing, Prakash ji?
My drawing is, you'll have to close your eyes, you can see. Reason is,
Okay, fine.
I think I told you, I'm not this one, I'm on bed rest. So I've not done anything.
Oh, I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Okay.
So I'm lying
Then,
down, and then that is the reason I don't open my video.
Okay.
Okay.
understood.
Okay. So anyway, mentally I'm strong. I'm good. So I keep conversing with whatever has happened as according to my experiences.
It's inspiring that you're participating with us in spite of being on bed. Thank you for joining me.
Definitely. So that gives me relaxation for the mind also.
Very much. Very
Definitely.
much.
Mm.
Now,
That is why if you
if
close your
1
eyes,
plus 70,
you can view whatever I have said now.
yes, we can do. So if 1+70G. I don't see a name there, but I can see the video is on, and she's drawing something. If you can show us what you've drawn, it'll be very nice.
Madam,
Yes,
actually, if I'm right, in the beginning they were traveling in the car, and now they've reached home. 1+70,
Oh,
madam?
she's sitting there. I can make
Are
out
you
she's sitting
here?
drawing.
No.
Yes, correct.
Right. Yes.
Yes, you're
Now
drawing
you are
something.
attentive. That's good, madam. So can you just share what you have painted?
We can't hear you. You're on mute, but please do share. Oh, lovely.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me.
The colors are really
Can we
nice.
do the spotlight here? Yes. Oh, look at this, lovely. Yeah,
Wow.
so beautiful. Sorry, I think it's
Lovely
okay
attention to
to
detail.
switch off my other.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
oh,
Those
very
designs
nice.
you're doing so nicely, consistently. Patterns are similar, colors are bright. Loved it. Beautiful.
Thank you. Your name, please. We can't hear you. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
No, madam, still you are in mute only. You just click on the mic icon. No,
Yeah, you're on mute still. Correct.
still you are on mute. You are using
Yeah.
the mobile, isn't it? Ah.
If
So
you're
you
using the
click on the mic
mobile,
icon.
yes, on the bottom left-hand corner, you'll find, if you tap the screen, you'll find one mic button. Just tap on that, it'll turn green. Bottom left-hand
No,
corner.
no, probably she is not able to do it.
Okay. Fine.
Hmm.
You tap on it, it might come.
Anyway,
Okay, no problem.
so I think even the painting above her head was
Can
made by
show
her only, I think.
Yeah, it's very nice. So anybody else, anybody else like to share? Oh, beautiful. Okay. Would you want to share once again? I'm not able to get your name, G. Maybe you can type it out.
I think
If you can type
Venkatesh.
it.
Okay, now she could.
Hello.
No, she is unmuted. Yes,
Oh,
madam.
yes, now we can hear you.
Yes, I'm Nagalakshmi.
Ah, Naglakshmi ji. Wonderful. Yeah, please show your focus on your drawing once more. It was very brief. Ah, very nice. Very nice details. Very fine hand.
It's
Beautiful.
it's incomplete. I'm yet to complete it.
It's very
But
nice. I
it's
think Madhumitha ji will
beautiful.
give you. Yes.
Really beautiful. Really loved it, right?
Thank
We
you so
loved
much.
colors like I was telling
Yeah.
earlier. Bright colors and
Yeah,
designs.
because all the colors I have are very bright, and I couldn't find any light ones. Right. I was traveling, by the way. I could just join the meeting some 15 minutes back.
Yeah. So how was the whole process for you?
In fact, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any specific emotions when you are doing any particular part of your drawing?
Pardon?
Any specific emotions when you are doing any particular part of your drawing?
Oh, one thing is I'm able to focus on what I'm doing, irrespective of what is happening around me, right? So it improves my concentration. And one thing is I love drawing and painting, though I'm not very good at it. I would always tell my friends, it's only the amoeba that I could draw well during my college days.
Okay.
But it's beautiful. It's not like you can't. Okay, one thing, let's stop talking about and start talking about. Same one word, that we are not good at drawing or painting or creativity, because we all are creative people. Even if it's just our orientation that sometimes we stopped singing, we stopped drawing, or there is a rule and regulations for being an artist. That's why we don't know exactly that we can do other unconventional way also, we can um, express. Like today, I'm sure everybody is doing so good, beautiful. It's I can't say, ma'am, you're not an artist, because I can see the patterns, the colors. It's so beautiful. When you finish, you can see this will be so beautiful painting. So no one will gaze that you can't paint. So and also, while we are handling our emotions, our work, or our challenges in life, we have to be very creative, right? We always creative. So let's start talking about it, that yes, we can do everything. We are very creative. We
Thank you
can.
so much for your encouragement.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for
it actually makes a difference. I must say that, yes, it actually makes a difference, especially if we are in a space where we think we can't do certain things. If especially we are truth seekers and we make an effort to be truthful in our lives, we find that the power of our word becomes so strong that when we start saying it over and over again, it actually comes true. I have seen people who earlier said I could not sing, but when they kept reaffirming that, yes, my voice is becoming beautiful, they actually acquire the ability to sing, and likewise to dance or to paint.
You're right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Venkatesh ji, I saw that he came online briefly. Do you want to share your drawing? Venkatesh Krishna Pande.
Sir, no, I have not drawn it.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
I'm observing. Thank
okay, sure.
thank you. Next time I will do it.
Yes, please.
I
We
know I
love.
was not prepared because I saw this notification very late, so I was not able to prepare myself for with the materials, art materials.
Understood.
Thank you.
So if most welcome, and it'll be lovely if we get more and more participation, because this particular workshop is actually a workshop which is experiential. So when we do it, the experience will start opening up our inner world, opening up us to our inner world. So that is why it's so important to participate.
It
So
was
if nobody else,
it was excellent how Madam Madhumitha has taken the trans of instructions, and it went on very well. Excellent.
Thank
yes.
you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback, sir.
So if nobody else has anything more to share, maybe I request Madhumitha ji to go on to the next stage of this.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Rameshji. So I hope you all have enjoyed this session, this process. So let's try more and more. Even if you want to do it on yourself, just grab all your materials, whatever you have. You don't have to have this kind of medium or that kind of materials. You can sit down with just sketch pen or just pen or color pencil. Find one safe space, a quiet space, calm space for you, for yourself, and find some candles, some flowers, good music, and start painting, drawing. Be with yourself. And like the first exercise we did, colors and emotions, that exercise is to just to know that we can relate our emotion with colors. It's very easy. Just go with the flow. If you feel pink about today, if you feel good about orange today, just go with that color. You don't have to overthink a lot. If you're not feeling good today, what kind of colors you want to put on your canvas? And what happens when we do this kind of things? We can portray our emotions on the paper, we can see our emotions. We can see our feelings on the paper. It's like we can observe our emotions, our situation, right? From a third person's point of view. It's like it's not attached to my body. So we start regulating our emotions, which we call don't react, but respond.
Respond. Yes.
Yeah. So when this emotion is attached to mind body, I will react definitely. I'm feeling agitated today. If something will happen, someone will disturb me, I'll react. But how I can control that, how I can not control, exactly regulate. I have to first acknowledge, accept, like I said earlier. Even if it's heavy emotion, I have to accept that, okay, today is not a good day for me. Let me accept that. How I shouldn't react to any kind of situation and making it worse for myself in my relationship and my situations and my future. I have to little bit bring that emotion little ahead of me, detach from my body and respond. A very easy way also to take a pause and reflect. So just take 10 seconds, reverse count from 10 to 1 before you react. Like sometimes in the night, I get some very unusual, very disturbing, not disturbing, very conflicting message, which I don't want to respond or react, because I know if I will say something, it will be a reaction, because I'm in an agitating mode, or I'm tired, or it's end of the day. I don't want to reply to this message. Believe me, just take a pause, reflect, leave it for today. Tomorrow also you can reply. That will be a respond, because you get a lot of time to process it. If it is an emergency, again, count down 10 to 1, try to regulate, try to think a little bit, reflect on the situation. Not everything, I can't take everything on my body, on my physics, on my, like we normal language, don't take it personal. That means we shouldn't attach all emotion, everything, whatever happening around us. We can detach it, take a pause and reflect and respond. So this way we can regulate. This is a vast topic, but definitely first and very fundamental step is this. Just be with yourself, respect and acknowledge and accept your own emotions, express it. If you can't speak, express through art, through painting, through music, through dance. And when you finish, just look at this painting like we did today, like most of you have shared that. How did you feel about it? Just reflect on that. So we'll get to reach to your core emotions and exact emotion which really you want to deal it today. Yeah. Thank you so much,
So
everyone.
before we continue, before we can bring this to an end, I wanted to just check with you. I'm curious to know what we did in the beginning, where you showed us this little sheets of colored paper and asked us to write down what each color signifies to us. So is there any particular thing that you wanted us to share about what each color signified for us?
This exercise is to make you understand that it's not difficult to relate colors with emotions. You all can share. It would be really, I would be happy if you want to share. You can share what colors means to you. This is an easy way, because a lot of time people get confused that how can I relate my emotion if I am happy? How can I relate to a color? When I tell them, okay, visualize this kind of thing. So if we go other way around, this is a good exercise. When I see pink, what I am feeling today. If I am seeing gray, what I am feeling today. And these are very subjective also, to change our perspective also. Because if I'm feeling good about black today, maybe you're not feeling good about black today. Again, it's about today. So it gives us a lot of self-reflection opportunity, and also a perspective. Give us a lot of freedom, not to stuck with a pattern, right? If I'm feeling
When
Sorry?
But in fact, when you were sharing about not reacting but responding, what I remembered were our ancient systems um, say is that we have multiple koshas. You might have heard of the Pancha Kosha system, where it seems that as we grow in school, after puberty, for example, the Manomaya Kosha is growing, but the Vijnanamaya Kosha, that is the wisdom body, the intellect body, the Manomaya Kosha is just the mind that perceives the inputs from the different senses. So for the Vijnanamaya Kosha to grow, there's no real training. I mean, we do it on our own many times through our peers, through difficult situations where we are forced to become a better, a wiser person or not. Sometimes when challenges are being thrown at us, some people can just react, and if they benefit from that reaction, like by screaming or shouting or bullying somebody else, or maybe cheating another person or wearing a mask, then they will continue to use that for the rest of their lives because that becomes a winning formula. But suppose your wisdom asks you to you just stay still for a moment and respond. If you can do that in the situation, then your Vijnanamaya Kosha grows. So what I suddenly became present to is through this art form, possibly the ability for us to pause and to become a little wiser and let the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the wisdom within us, grow and allow us to respond rather than react, could be strengthened through these art forms. What do you think about that, Madhumitha ji? What's
Yes,
your perspective?
definitely. It's so beautifully explained through this spiritual language. And good to know. This is a new thing for me as well. Yeah, the process is same. There also we are taking, a pause and reflect. And here, when we are doing something um, like painting or any kind of creative activity, we are giving ourselves that opportunity to take a pause and reflect. Not only pause, but also reflect. And in this process, we're changing our perspective. In a way, like you're saying, we're reaching to that wisdom, that level. Okay. Um, when you said that, okay, when we react, we gain something, and that bring us more motivation to be in that space kind of thing. Yes, sometimes it happens, but definitely inside, in our mind, we are not that happy about it, right? We feel restless, and this kind of, when we talk about this kind of emotions, we have primary and secondary emotions. We always hide our primary emotions with secondary emotions because we don't want to reach to our core issue. Then we react, right? If I'm sad, I'll show anger because I don't want to go to that point and feel sad once again. So I show my anger. I don't tell my father that okay, I'm not happy with you. I'll show anger because I don't want to get to that, because that is so painful. By showing my anger, my screaming, maybe okay, my dad will listen to me today, and that gives me motivation. But am I feeling happy inside if my mind is because slowly eventually this kind of emotions, this kind of reaction gives me anxiety and lot other layers of complicated emotions, complex emotions, which again one day I will think, okay, I have to deal with this, I have to regulate it. Already I made a lot of
The
layers
sad part
already.
is there are
So
many people who even leave their body without even being exposed to the possibility that one can regulate it or one can detoxify the deeper inner emotions, the hurt and pains, sometimes through this kind of art therapy. The subconscious can come out and it can actually be cleansed.
yes, you're right. Sometimes when they paint, in my group or my clients, just while painting, they start crying or they're showing that strong emotions. Sometimes they can't also paint because straight away reach to their core emotions, and they can't go beyond a certain point to express. So that's the point for us. That is definitely our work to, unpeel and help them and guide them. But yes, this art has a really strong impact on our, positively, definitely, on our mind and on our mental health issues. I felt personally it's very therapeutic for me, as well as I travel a lot. When my child was young, I travel a lot, and every 3-4 years I had to change the continent altogether. New people, new network, new work. The child has to adjust with the new environment, new school,
New culture.
new culture, altogether different, from Africa to Asia to India. But this art really helped me to navigate smoothly, very positively, through all kind of difficult situations. I can think that those situations were difficult. Now, I feel so good. The journey was so nice. I would live it again if given me a chance to go back. To do that again, I would do that because that was so nice and beautiful and creative.
I'm curious to know, what was the good fortune that you had to allow you to do continent hopping?
Sorry?
How were you able to jump from one continent to the other in just a few years? What was the good fortune that you had that you were able to, live in different places like this?
My marriage.
Oh, I see.
I got married. My husband was outside. He traveled for his job, so we traveled a lot. And also when we were outside, we both like to travel, like see places, not like a tourist, but a traveler. Like we used to go there, spend some time, eat their food, know their language, wear their clothes. So we both are like that. So
Wonderful.
that's how we explored whatever we could, not many, but whatever we could.
Wonderful. You're living the dream of many people.
Thank you. But believe me, it's not always that easy. But I must say it's beautiful and very, very giving, fulfilling.
Very rewarding. Yes.
Very rewarding. Yes.
So, is
Can I
there
quickly
anything
ask?
else that?
One quick question, please. I really enjoyed this session a lot. I'm sorry I got to know about this session at the last minute, so I'm not doing it all with you. But quickly, you mentioned about primary and secondary emotions. Can you explain what exactly those are again? I kind of missed that point, but I really enjoyed this session. This is a wonderful, wonderful, amazing session it was. Thank you. So I just thought I'll ask you to clarify that one. The primary and secondary, how to cope with it and how to identify it.
Thank you so much, Rakshita. Thank you for those feedbacks, and thank you for having me. The primary and secondary emotions primary emotions are like the first feeling, first thought when we're talking about. I got one prize, I'm very happy. Okay, but secondary emotion always attached to our judgment, our perspective, perception, our bringing up style, everything, our situation, our surrounding, my economical status, my education, everything that will affect my secondary emotions. Like I'm happy if I can have two different, for example, just for an example, I'm giving two secondary emotions that I'm happy. Secondary emotion says I'm very content, feeling really grateful. It's done, satisfied. Second, I can be unhappy. I could have done better. People are doing, sorry, my my hand gesture is on, so it's a lot of things
Yeah,
happening.
that was very appropriate. Thank you.
So another negatively I can experience, I'm happy, but I'm not content. I'm not satisfied. I could have done better. I am a high achiever kind of from a background. So these are secondary emotions. And always we stay with our secondary emotions because it's so difficult to navigate or reach to the primary emotions. It's very difficult. Like one very difficult emotion, I'm talking about grieving. If I lost someone, I'm angry. I can show my sadness because it's so difficult, so painful. I have to go there and live again that situation. I don't want to. Um, Abusive relationship, or I'm talking little intense situation here, because from my experience, from my clients, maybe PTSD, right? Just take an example of flooding. They couldn't do anything, but they just saw their whole family just like that. They went with the flood. They don't want to go back to that. So secondary emotion is, it's very difficult to go back to the core emotion because they have to leave that situation again and again. So they are covering up with secondary emotions, which can be numbness, which can be anger, which can be anxiety, anything. It can be anything, or bipolar activity, just like little bit of like when they feel really happy, really sad, because they don't know what to do, how to manage that. So secondary emotions are easy to see and show also. And our as therapists, our job is to unpeel those secondary emotions and go to the primary emotion. And for us also, if I am disturbed with prolonged anger, I can sit down with myself and just be and reflect why I am so angry. What happened to me, or that kind of situation? Which situation brought me to this anger, which is prolonged, which is there for prolonged period of time with me, and I am losing it. I'm like, I can't handle anything else. My life is not in control. So we can deal this kind of emotions this way. I hope I could answer your question, Rakshitaji.
Definitely you did. That was very beautiful. Yeah, I'd heard it, but I didn't know exactly understand what is primary and what is secondary, but beautifully you explained it. Thank you. I really, really enjoyed this session very much. Really appreciate this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. So if anybody else has any other questions, please do speak up, or we will now come to the end of the program. Any more questions? Any more observations or comments that you might want to share? Okay. So we're nearly, our time is nearly 8, so we've come to the end of today's program. That was really a very nice experiential program. Just to summarize your last point, Madhumitaji, primary emotions are probably the seed emotions that. Oh, thank you. You've given the contact
I just
details
shared
as well.
my contact details if you want to.
Wonderful. Yes, that's wonderful. I'm sure there are people who would want to get in touch with you. You'll find the contact details, or please do, I think, take note of it if you wish to contact Madhumitaji again. Now, in fact, we'd love to have a workshop with you sometime at the School of Ancient Wisdom when you do come over. I'm hoping you'll come over this side sometime to Bangalore. So just to summarize the last point, that is quite important. Primary emotions are those that are seed emotions, which you experience, which causes you to, as a compensatory manner, develop these other secondary emotions, which are used to cover up the primary emotions. Sometimes it covers up the primary emotions even to your own self. So have I understood that correctly, Madhumitaji?
Sorry, can you repeat? I couldn't hear the last
The primary
sentence.
emotions are the core emotions,
Yes.
which are very strong, and sometimes they are, as a compensatory measure, people develop these secondary emotions that tend to mask the primary emotion or make the situation more palatable in the future. So is that
Yes.
what? Okay. Got it.
Yes,
Very
perfect.
interesting.
Perfect. It's like colors, primary colors are very basic color. You can't mix anything to create or to make primary colors, and secondary colors are when you mix a lot of colors and you create secondary colors. It's like the same formula. Here, a lot of experience, lot of judgment, lot of perception, lot of environment help to create that secondary emotions.
Right. Okay. So we really have to, especially to our own selves, we have to get back to the core source of these emotions. Sometimes even reliving, I've experienced this in experiential programs like the Landmark Forum, where if a person in a controlled environment relives that traumatic or even not so traumatic, could even be a happy experience, but especially traumatic experiences, in a controlled manner, they can dismantle it and remove being affected by it again and become that new person that they want to be. So wonderful that we can do it through art as well. So on that note, Madhumita ji, as you can see, just by taking us through this very simple but powerful exercise of showing us the various colors, cards. In fact, I've written it down, like, for example, pink is love, purple is spiritual, and so on. Whatever it occurs to me, may be different on different days. You put us in touch with a basic fact that colors are very powerful, and art can affect us in a very powerful manner. And it is more than just an enjoyable activity. It can be a therapeutic activity. It can heal us in a way which has life-changing impact also on us. And art therapists can are actually people who are well trained who can support us to do so. And in the process also, I through other workshops that we've had, come to realize that it can also support one in their spiritual growth because it makes you come to a space of silence, inner silence. And sometimes the subconscious will rise, subconscious thoughts will rise. And when you're in that kind of a safe environment, you can then, like, when the deep dirt from the deep pond rises to the surface, it can be easy to then clean it away. So thank you so much for this lovely experiential workshop that you put us through. And I do hope that we get to see you in person sometime at the School of Ancient Wisdom for a weekend workshop, if that were to happen. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would love to do a physical in-person workshop. In December, I'll be in Bangalore. So I'll keep in touch with you if you're doing anything. I would love to do that with you all.
Wonderful. I think Swati will take note of that in that case, because she's the person who will be, arranging for these workshops.
Okay,
She's a point
sure.
of contact for that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So on that note of gratitude, we come to the last part, which is the Loka Samasta. What we practice here is that as a collective group, if we send our prayers, we have experienced it personally, that it works wonders. So for those who need prayers amongst your friends group, amongst your family, relatives, community, remember their name, remember the problem that they're going through and what you want as a solution for them. Also, please do send out love and wisdom to the world at large in this time of wars, a lot of strife going on amongst different countries. The wonderful new age is coming, but before that, we'll have a lot of ups and downs, which we have to support our own brothers and sisters to overcome. So, yes, let's start. Sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned so that the Prana Shakti flows through well. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out and let go. Observe the silence within as we do the Lokasanas. Think of your loved ones and their problems and what solution you want. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you, everybody. On that note, at the same time, same place next week, please do bring your friends and family along for another wonderful session of the Spiral of Wisdom at the School of Ancient Wisdom.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.